This tutorial will show you how to integrate GitLab with Bytebase so that you can push SQL updates in GitLab and then receive and review changes in Bytebase. Note that this can only be performed by the Bytebase workspace owner with the help of the selected Git Provider instance admin. First, choose the Git Provider. In this case, it's GitLab. Fill in the GitLab instance URL here. Choose a display name. This can help identify among different configurations. Next, you need to register Bytebase as a GitLab instance-wide OAuth application. You may click on this link and create your Bytebase OAuth application with the following info. Make sure the settings are set up according to the info box. Paste the application ID and secret from GitLab application you just created into the fields below. Confirm the details. Now you have successfully added a Git Provider. To link your Bytebase projects with one of your own repos from GitLab, choose a project. From the Version Control tab, and choose GitOps Workflow. Choose the Git Provider that you just set up, and the repo you wish to connect with Bytebase. You can choose to customize the branch and base directory. By default, Bytebase watches the main branch and the Bytebase repo for file changes. Bytebase also requires the file to follow a certain naming convention so that it can identify migration types and databases to apply the changes to. You may also specify the naming of schema and sheet path. Specifying a schema path helps to keep a complete schema of the corresponding database. If you do so after each migration, Bytebase will write the latest schema to this schema path. Leave it empty if you don't want Bytebase to do this. Now you have enabled the version control workflow for the project. To bootstrap the VCS integration, Bytebase needs to know the current schema of the corresponding database, which means you need to first create a baseline migration script that includes the entire schema of that database. To do so, use baseline as the migration type in your file path. Commit the changes. Bytebase will receive a trigger and creates an issue automatically. Click on the issue to check for specific details. After the baseline is established, you can apply migration scripts by committing files to the linked repo by using migrate as the migration type in your file path. Let's first do a test migration under the test environment to see if everything works as planned. Now that everything looks good, you can create a migration under the production environment. The procedures are the same as for the test environment. Create a baseline migration first, then add your migration scripts. Note that for the production environment, you'll need approval for the issue before the changes are applied to the database. Note that if you've specified a schema path in your setup, go to the corresponding file and you will see the latest schema updates.